will not give you your calories. I will not give you your macros. I'm not gonna give you a freaking meal plan, but I will teach you how to do it yourself. Simple steps, let's go.
Bring it back like you. She gave me that smirk. Now I know she
What is going on, Shredders? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian Acosta of ShredderForLife.com, where we get you shredded and we keep you shredded exactly like these freaking dudes right here. 2 trophies I got this past weekend. I won the OCB Tampa Natural Pro and became a professional natural bodybuilder through the OCB. And in times like this is where I'm filled up by giving back and helping out. And this video and the video part 1 that went live yesterday is how I'm gonna do so. We're gonna move quick. If you have to pause the video, so be it, but we ain't stopping for nobody. After the 3 steps, if you stick around, I'm gonna give an example meal plan that I bet would fit the majority of you watching this video. Step number 1, track everything that you eat for 7 days. Yes, 1 week. Everything that goes into this face is gonna be tracked. The most popular way to do so is using an app called MyFitnessPal. An alternative is called MyMacros Plus, has a lot of the features that you have to pay for on MyFitnessPal. If you prefer to write things down, you can do so as well, but don't change anything that you do for the 7 days. Don't switch up the way that you normally eat because you are tracking. If you go to McDonald's for lunch, go to McDonald's for lunch, but get that data. We need step number 1. Step number 2 is we are going to determine the amount of calories and macros you need to take in to get towards your goal. Take an average of the amount of calories you had during that 7 days of eating. Average it out. Let's say you get 2,800 calories. Some days you're above, you are 3,100. Some days you are 2,200, whatever. It averages out to 2,800. Brian, I wanna lose fat. Awesome. We're gonna decrease from 2,800, 300 calories, 300. You, my friend, are gonna take in 2,500 calories per day. Brian, I wanna bulk, I wanna gain muscle. Okay, add 300. You're gonna take in 3,100 calories per day. Let's go ahead and run with the fat loss example. Now, from this place, 2,500 calories, let's set the macros. Proteins, carbs, fats. Start with protein. Gram per pound of body weight is your goal. For purpose of this video, that's as deep as we're gonna go. If you weigh 200 pounds, you're taking in 200 grams of protein. Number 2, macronutrient we're gonna set is fats. 20% to 30% of your total calories, that 2,500, is gonna come from fat. I personally like to take in around 30% of my calories from fat. Find majority people, it's around 25%. You can go down to 20%, but I wouldn't go below 20%. We have our protein set now, we have our fat set now. That leaves our favorite donuts, all the things, cereal, carbohydrates is that last bucket we are gonna fill. And now we have our calories and our macros. Step number 3, and the last step, is you are gonna create a meal plan for yourself. How do I do that? Well, you are gonna reference the 7 days of eating that you tracked in step number 1, and you're gonna create a 1-day meal plan, pulling from those 7 days that you tracked, your favorite meals. Go ahead and add that up for 1 day and see how close you can get to your macro goal. Just pay attention to it. You don't have to be perfect. You can set the macro goal on the app, plus or minus 20 grams. You know, if your goal is 200 grams of protein, if you get 180 grams, excuse me, tracked for that 1 day, perfect. If it's above 200, don't worry about it. You don't have to be exactly accurate. Now, with step 3, after we have that meal plan, eat that same exact way for 3 days, just 3 days. Maybe thinking, do I have to do this forever? No, you don't. What you're gonna find is, as you track longer, you're gonna get creative and you're gonna be able to switch out foods that will actually allow you to hit your macros, maybe sometimes even better, that you enjoy. So you don't have to eat the same way every single day. My friends, we are done. Those are the steps. Step 1, track 7 days. Step 2, set the calories, macros. Step 3, create a meal plan, track 3 days, and you're freaking golden. If your itch is scratched, you could be done with the video, but the rest of us are gonna move into this meal plan I referenced in the beginning. Part 2, let's go. So running with our example of 2,500 calories per day for you to lose fat. You're a man, 190 pounds, let's say you're around 20% body fat. Here's what you're gonna do. Eat 2,500 calories per day. Meal number 1 could be Frosted Flakes with some almond milk splashed in there, some eggs and egg whites. Meal number 2 can be vanilla yogurt, like a Greek yogurt. Siggy's is like Chobani. And then we can add some Smart Balance peanut butter mixed in there, or any other peanut butter. Meal number 3, pre-workout meal, can be chicken breast, veggies, and some brown rice. It's wise to get the majority of our carbohydrates surrounding the workout. Again, don't need to go into super detail there. Post-workout meal number 4 can be sweet potato, ground beef, and some veggies as well. 300 grams of sweet potato is about a sweet potato and a half, okay? I don't want that 300 grams to scare you. Like, what is that? How do I do that? Meal number 5 is going to be like our pre-bed meal snack, and this can be some Halo Top ice cream. Shout out to chocolate chip cookie dough, the best, the freaking best. Then we got blueberries, and we have some original beef jerky. And my friends, this makes up the example meal plan that you can follow, and I would be willing to bet that that can fit the majority of you. Now I'm gonna say one more quick thing here. There's this quote, and I think it's very applicable to what we've talked about here, and it's there's no such thing as a free lunch. There's an economist, Milton Friedman, and I heard this when I was in business school, said there's no such thing as a free lunch. And basically what this means is even though you get something for free, there's still a cost associated with it, like getting a free crappy water bottle when you were in college on campus. You got it for free, but someone picked up the freaking bill for it. And what is the point of me sharing that with you right now? You can't get something for nothing. The majority of you watching this video, I live in reality. You're gonna click off of it. You're probably not gonna take action. I don't want that for you. I'm not putting that out in the universe with negative energy, but I understand human nature. Once you realize something's gonna cost you some time and some effort, you don't wanna do it. See, the steps are simple, the implementation is not, right? Because we've gotta flex willpower, we've gotta have some self-discipline, and we don't understand what's gonna happen afterwards. That's why we don't do it. But there's this thing called exponential returns. In the beginning, it's gonna be annoying tracking your nutrition. It's gonna be super annoying. When I started doing this stuff, I hated it. I was the worst at it. I flubbed up so many days. I thought, I got enough protein. I was 100 grams short. I thought I was under on my fats. I was 50 grams over. You've got to go through these tough times, whether it's a month, whether it ends up being 3 months, to be able to get to a point where these conscious efforts that are taking up your mental bandwidth become subconscious habits. And my friend, once that happens, it becomes freaking deadly and the results start to come massively and you're like, this is not so hard. Well, think back to the beginning when you started. So last thing I'm gonna say is keep a vision on what you are working towards. Why is this important to you? Because if you don't have that vision set, you will not be willing to work through those tough times. And when we're not living out of a vision, we're living out of the emotions and the thoughts of the past, which is keeping us the same damn person. So if you don't have a vision for what your health is gonna be, what goal you're working towards, the only person you're playing is yourself. 3 easy steps, implement them, love them, hate them through the process, but it is what it is, my friends. Brian DaCosta, shreddedforlife.com. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, dropping the first like. I never did mention this Asian girl, by the way. This hotel I'm staying in Miami, I came down here after my show to visit some buddies wearing my Miami shirt. She's freaking me out. Don't want to shut off the camera and leave you guys because I don't want to be alone. I don't know why she's there, but my OGs just have my back because you've been around for a while. And I freaking love you. Oh my God, what's going on? What is going on? I'll see you later.
You're the one, girl, you're best for me, so let me go say, come on away from me. You know what, can you slip when you slide for me? She did it in right for me. Now I'm living the time of her life for me. Come on away from me. You know what, can you slip when you slide for me? She did it in right for me.